Hello and welcome to this Pluralsight presentation. My name is Andrew Mallard and I'd like to welcome you to the course CentOS Enterprise Linux 7 and the Operation Essentials. And we're going to be taking a look at, of course, how we can start operating Linux within our enterprise environment. As I said, I'm your instructor and I'm the guy that's going to help lead you through this course and help you get to your goal of learning Enterprise Linux 7. As we make our way through this module, we're going to be taking a look at the lab environment, what you need to get started. We'll be taking a look at the Pluralsight courses that make up this track, and we'll be looking at what we have in this specific course, the course contents. For the lab environment, to be honest, you can probably get away with just one machine for most of this. We've set up 3 machines. Remember the master machine? We didn't really need too much, but we're looking at if you wanted to do a web install. One way that you could do a web install is set up your own web server with the CentOS installation files upon that. You'll see much more of how to set that up when we look at setting up our Pixie server within our Service Essentials course. Mainly throughout these series of courses, we'll be working at the command line. We gave you an introduction to the GUI before, but most of the time we'll be working at the command line. This could be on server 1 or server 2, and we're working in a virtual environment within VirtualBox. But again, as long as you can get CentOS up and running within your hypervisor, you can use any virtualization environment that you choose. When we take a look at the courses, we started off with learning the CentOS Enterprise Linux 7 Essentials. And a lot of that was just about how we operate at the command line and how we move around in the command line environment of CentOS 7. We also looked at the installation, so if you haven't got your machines installed and up and running, maybe you can drop back and just take a look at some of the installation elements of that course. This is a course that we're looking at now, so the Enterprise Linux 7 Operation Essentials. We've got a course where we're looking at user and group management, where we're looking at storage management, networking within our Enterprise Linux 7 environment, and looking at service management. We finish up with a virtualization course where we go through and take a look at KVM virtualization in Enterprise Linux 7. Now for this particular course, as we run through, we're going to be taking a look at the boot process of the bootloaders, what happens during our boot time, looking at how we can schedule tasks, so things like cron, anacron, at. We'll be looking at software management, so looking at how we can use Yum, our software installer, or RPMs. We'll be looking at process management, so how we can view processes that are running on our system and how we can manage those processes. We'll be looking at SE Linux, so our secure Linux, so looking at mandatory access control lists. And we're taking a look at how we can monitor our system to see how busy or how loaded our system has become. Now, of course, we do like to give you an idea, a taster of how you're going to learn. So let's move out to our command line now to start looking at how we can read kernel information from CentOS 7.